Speaking of merino wool, we do have one more Aran Craft piece in our show. This is a zip front cardigan. This is something very different than the other pieces that we've seen in our show. We've seen a cardigan, poncho, but we haven't really seen anything with hardware. And this has a beautiful zip with the Trinity knot represented at the very top. But oh my goodness, it is all about this collar, this dramatic funnel neck collar that frames the face, that you can wear open, that you can wear zipped all the way up on those chilly nights. But it truly is a work of art because this is all created, all the structure with those Aran Craft stitches that they're so well known for and have since 1957. Thank you, Molly Cullen. A251981, a sale price of $121.89 and an easy pay of $30.47. I'll take you through the colors, and remember that Aran Craft brings QVC more colors than any other retailer. Marled colors that we love, so there's dimension and texture. This is going to be your soft gray. Here we have your natural. Pale blue. Oh, that's beautiful. 150 left in that pale blue. This is why you don't hang your Aran Craft sweaters. You don't want to get those markings. Remember, always fold them. But I do have some more colors I'd love to show you on QVC.com. There's your natural again. Soft gray again. Sunlight yellow. Last call though. Marled green, last call, only 2 dozen remaining. Julia's favorite, parsnip, only 3 dozen. And we also have a plum, 3 dozen in that one as well. Let's bring back in for the last time in our show together, Barry Cullen in Dublin. Hello, Barry.
Hi, Julia. How are you keeping? I really think that this is really another one of those classic QVC styles. We've been doing this sweater for QVC for so many years, and there's a reason why it's in so many colors, and there's a reason why we keep bringing it back, is because it has this. It really is a great example of what we try to do in Aran Crafts, which is to take these traditional stitches that were used in workwear and bring them together in these unique combinations to create something that's very modern and very feminine. And I think this is, as you mentioned, this neck is really an amazing example of that.
It truly is a work of art. The way it frames the face in such a stunning way, whether your hair is up or down, earrings, no earrings, it creates a look, it creates a moment, it really creates a vibe. So let's talk about some of the stitching that we can see here, some of the cabling.
Sure, and this really is a great example of many stitches. I think if we start here at the top, and I think this is probably the first time we spoke about this stitch today. This stitch here is called the Honeycomb Stitch, which you see at the top left and right of just as you're coming down from the top, the neck. And really, the honeycomb is one of the most resilient structures in nature. Of course, it represents the hardworking honeybee, and really the rewards of the sweet reward of a job well done. And then as you come down a little bit further, you can see on either side, this is another honeycomb row that comes down just below that. But to the left and right of it, you can see there's a single and there's a double and a triple fisherman's cable coming down here. And of course, this is the most recognizable stitches in our knitwear. This is where the cable stitch really comes from. And these represent the tools of the fisherman. But sometimes when we add the extra little layer into it, it can also symbolize the different aspects of your life that all tie together to create a stronger bond. So one of these cables could be representing your family, one could be your faith, one could be your community, and as they all intertwine, they create a much stronger bond, which is what happens when you strand multiple strings together to create a much stronger rope.
But still, all of that, and it's structured, and it's flattering, and it's form-fitting. Now, this is a different length than what we've seen today. Excuse me, 25 inches to 28.5 inches. And I have to say, this is the first one in our show where we get to see that Trinity zipper pull that we love when you do that. But we can see right now on our model the different ways to wear this, whether you zip it all the way up and you get that dramatic funnel collar moment, that portrait framing face. You can have it draped down, you can wear it open, and it changes its look any way that you wear it, which I think is a really smart and interesting and beautiful design feature.
And I think it's at a nice, almost athleisure type length as well. This is something that, if you want to try your first piece, this is something that's going to be. It will appeal to someone who maybe doesn't want to wear something that's traditional, but still wants to get the benefits of the beautiful 100% merino wool, but may also want to just reflect a little bit of their Irish heritage, or even just to be Irish for a day, use it and just wear something that has all these beautiful stitches. But at the end of the day, is this beautiful modern functional garment that I think anyone of any age can enjoy.
Well, that's what Aran Craft is always about, having these cables and craftsmanship that is steeped in history that your grandmother started in 1957. Woman-owned business, didn't see many of that back then. So trailblazer right out the gate, right? But you also bring
100%.
right, you bring us all of that history and tradition, but in very fresh, modern silhouettes. So it really is this juxtaposition of tradition and modern, and throwback and new and fashion that is transitional and multi-generational. And that's why we come back to you every single year, every single Irish holiday, Rose of Tralee, St. Patrick's Day. Maybe we'll get another holiday one this year because that was super fun.
And of course, you'll get more colors from us on QVC than you would be able to get even if you went shopping for our sweaters in Ireland. We deliver more colors to QVC than we do to anybody else.
Yeah, you do. And we love it. So actually, on that note, let me talk about colors, because you have a really beautiful color palette that you've given us in this particular sweater. So this is your soft gray. This is your natural. If you want a replacement for your traditional denim jacket, here it is. This is your pale blue. There's your marled green. Last dozen or so, though, remain there. There's your parsnip, Julia's favorite, but only a couple dozen. And then here is your plum, couple dozen. It's $30.47 on your Easy Pay. It's 825-1981. Barry, it's so great to see you. Thank you for joining us all the way from Dublin.
It's been a pleasure, Julia. It's great to talk to you again, and hopefully I'll see you at the next Irish show that we do.
The red hair, of course you will. I'll be there. I got it freshened up just for you yesterday. Okay, one more minute. The pricing is still good on our